Hi there, it's Heider here. Second video for the OMAP series. Just wanted to walk you through it. This is I'm just about to install the SDK. This is it's called C6 BIOS SDK. The time at the moment, or the date is the 12th of June 2022. So maybe if you look at this video in 10 years time, it'll be obviously a different version, but as of now it's C6SDK version 2, and I think is a very stable version so far. So yeah, you run this basically, you install it. I probably will write a little code in a different video. By the way, I keep yawning. It's now 3 AM in the morning, and I do have a lot of things to do tomorrow first thing. So I'm probably gonna switch this off soon and go to sleep. I really should. Yeah. Anyway, this when you load up SDK and stuff, make sure you read the documentation on it first. So this is basically here saying it does work with your device. This is the one we're talking about, the OMAP L138. So make sure it does work. Otherwise, don't install. There's no point. There's tons of different APIs out there, and yeah. So the default installation folder is 86 Program 6 Texas Instrument. I don't like that. I'm just going to install it under TI, which is the same directory, and I'm gonna do C6 SDK. I like that better. So we'll install all that kind of stuff, the PDK, all of it. Obviously you want all of it, unless you're developing something weird. Right, that's going to take a while, so I'm going to also stop the video here, come back to it once it's installed. I'm probably going to come back to it in the morning or something, because it's I really need to go to bed. This is going to take at least an hour, another hour or two or so, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll come back to it once this installation is finished. I really need to go to sleep now because I've got to do something at 8 AM tomorrow. So have a good time, and I'll see you later. Good morning. Well, it's the same day. 10:26 AM. Just woke up. Well, I actually woke up about an hour ago, did some stuff, and then came back. Anyway, so now the installation is complete, as you can see on the screen in here. Click finish. Now the question is, or the main thing is, when people install that stuff, they would think, yeah, then what? No one knows what to do, how to use it, that kind of thing. So I'm just going to quickly touch on that. I think I'm going to make another video on how to develop with this, but how it works is you go into CCS. You're not going to see anything installed on CCS, and that's the problem. That's a pain what you know, some might have. I'll go through the steps and show you why you'll get errors when you do stuff, and there should be different stuff. But let's just wait for this to load up. Right, CCS started, but as you can see, nothing happened, no changes. The SDK is for the OpenMap, or any other SDK, same thing. Okay, so to get this installed, right click on your project, properties, and get that screen, right? Go to products, okay, and add, Now you see that stuff here. The sysconfig, so you get that thing here, and you got the XT tools, whatever. But the stuff we installed hasn't been done yet, so you click on preferences. And now we're going to add the stuff we just installed. So CTI C6SDK, and you got all that stuff in here sitting. So select the folder. So now just let it do its stuff. The problem is my eyesight has gone down in 6 months' time. Anyway, so now we've got that is here showing nicely, and you just click refresh, and now you should see all the stuff coming up. So this is the stuff, you can see the directory C6SDK / whatever, all the stuff now coming up nicely here. So this is the where things are going. So install that, click install. If it doesn't go through, sometimes NSP can cause problems, but that's fine. It should just work. Yeah, that is the NSP error. So details, you know, you don't really know what's going on, but you see that NSP here, that product is well, I would say problematic. So just okay that, untick that NSP bit here, this one. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with it, and I don't really care. So because I'm using network anyway. NSP for network. I think it's network socket programming, probably. Yeah, now you can see installation nicely complete. Would you like to restart now? Yes, please. There's a little twist of getting this installed. It's not a straightforward thing. You know, I develop with Intel. Beautiful. You know, the Quadros software, you just install, it does the drivers, it does the whole thing. You just, you know, click the stuff and it all works. On this one, it's very loosely integrated. It's not, you know, there's a lot of work in the background to actually get this whole thing done. So yeah, this is now installed, updated, drivers are working, and we'll just see in a minute. I'll take it to another error which comes up soon. So now we have this installed. Let's just double check what's going on. So properties on the project again, and products. Now you're going to add. So you can see now the stuff comes up here is different than the ones before. So let's say you wanted to develop on DSP lib, the C674X, which is we have the C648. So okay. Now DSP lib is actually part of the project. But that's not enough. That's not it. You have to go into the include options, but I wanted to see the errors first, so let's just apply and close anyway. Yeah, so now I would like to include dsp lib.h, right? It should just work. So if I compile, yeah, it doesn't know. Yeah, here we go. It doesn't know dsp lib from that stuff anyway. dsp lib actually lives in the folder. So let's just go into stuff and this will make sense to you now, onto how to kind of hunt the same error with a different library, just in case you want to develop this. This is just to help you out, really. So if I go into C, where we install the stuff, the C6SDK, C6SDK here, and we're looking for the DSP-lib. Now, this one here is looking for dsplib.edge. So I would need to go into the lib. Actually, I know where it is. It's not in the lib, so it's not going to be included there. So you need to go to Packages, TI, and then DSP-lib, and it should be, yeah, there's tons of stuff in here. I think if I remember correctly, before Packages, stop that. Yeah, C6, so DSP-lib, sorry, let's go back to DSP-lib. I forgot one thing. It's in the inc directory. That's it, I remember now. So dsplib.edge, right? So that is where the DSP-lib is located, and to include that, you obviously can't include things with the directory, so you have to include the libraries there. But if I do this, so I would probably include this here, and I'll show you the different error that comes up when you do that, but I'll show you what you need to do. So now we know, if I go into include options and I add this guy, which is here, just taken it from the DSP-lib just before the inc directory, and OK, and apply and close. Now you'll see on the includes in here, it comes up with the ones I've added. So when I want to include that lib, I should go inside the lib directory. Was it lib? Was it lib? Yeah, it was, no, inc. Go inside the inc directory here. So the inc will have DSP-lib. There we go, that's it. So I would need to do include inc / DSP-lib, right? Because it's in the inc directory, as you can see here. So if I now compile again, you get a different error. So now what that means, you've got cannot open the source file, which is another ESP WP16.edge. Why do we get the error, even though we included this? It's because this guy, the DSP-lib, is referencing things. You can see it here. It's referencing things from TI, DSP-lib, SRC, blah, 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 right? So what you need to include is the stuff just before the TI. So if you're looking at this in here, TI lives in packages. So there's what TI is. So if we include packages directory there, then that TI, DSP-lib, SRC, so TI, DSP-lib, SRC, so the whole thing will come up, DSP, whatever, and you got the DSP-lib there nicely. So pretty much, the guy you need to include is not really the main directory. You need to include packages instead. So if I go back again, don't ask me why I've done it this way. I wouldn't have done it this way myself, but just double click in here and then paste the replace that URL with the writing. So now we're inside packages, right? And apply and close. Yeah, good. Now if I recompile, because now we change the main reference, it's not going to know where, because now we're starting from this directory here. The DSP-lib will no longer work because that inc is no longer inside this include. The solution is to go back the previous level, right, and include it like this, and now it'll compile. Yeah, now this one is a different error. So let's see. Invalid target, exactly. Now here is the bit that, well, you're probably going to sit down thinking, what the hell's going on? You know, it's everything working fine, included the libs as it should, but it's not working. The reason, if you double click on the if you double click the error, here is the problem. You're getting the invalid target exception because the system cannot see that bit defined. So in English, what it means, when you create a new project, you get the chance to ask you what is the processor you need to develop on. If you choose OMAP or OMAP L138, sorry, or DevBoard or LCDK, they don't match that directive or if that defined bit. The technical name for the OMAP, LCDK, and all that kind of stuff is pretty much TMS 320 60748, well, or 40. So we will develop. So if I do new project now, new CCS project, instead, rather than going this way, we're just going to do TMS, so just go OMAP again, and with the OMAP, the technical name, that doesn't come out, let's just do TMS 320 C674 8, and that's our board in here. Now notice you don't have 0, you don't have C6740, you just have C6748. I would say refer to your technical documentation on your board type, but this is the board we're looking for, that's the OMAP. And mind you, when we installed the SDK yesterday, or this morning, early morning, it actually did say this is your OMAP and that's your technical reference for it. So hopefully that should solve the problem, or solve your problem if you have any. Now going back to DSP probe, making sure this whole thing works, so verify the board, and I should see successful in here, which is nice. Good. So now let's just call it this TMS 320 6748 test 1. Yeah, and finish. Right, so I'm going to close the previous project. Before I do that, let me just copy this line. Well, I'm just going to copy that code in here. Exactly the same. Yeah, and now save this, close the old project. Come on, close, or it's close. Yeah, thank you. Now, the new project, if I look at the includes, we are missing this stuff, so we're just going to add them now in the same way. Properties, and general products. You don't need to install it again, it's already installed, you just need to add it. So dsplib 3.1, thank you very much. Apply and close. Oh no, sorry, I've got the library reference as well. Do it again. Properties. And we're going down the pros, so that's include options, there we go. And we'll just take the same directory from, where has it gone? That way, we'll just browse it this way. Right, so browse, TI, C6, dsplib, packages, and that's what we're going for. Select the folder, that's it. Okay, apply and close. Now, when we compile this time, I'm hoping to see everything working. So compile, and you got another error. Can I open source file TI? Why? TI, let's have a look at this. So, where is it? Packages? So it's looking for TI. Am I missing something? So TI, DSP-lib. Let's try it out from DOS. File is there, definitely. Let's just double check that. So TI, C6SDK, and CD DSP-lib, CD packages, and that's where we are now. So if I do Notepad and I paste that URL, oh, can I find the file? That is right. What do you know? Okay, looks like the file isn't there. DSPF BLK, interesting. Let's just do a dir. This guy. Parameter not correct, DSP-lib. Hold on, I smell something bad. DSP-lib. I'm not, okay, dir, ti. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Ti. DS. What's going on? CDTI. Yeah, so we're in TI. CD DSP-lib. Exactly. I wanted to paste it exactly as it is, and then CD SRC. And then CD so that isn't there. What is it? Hold on. What is this file? DSP BLK eSwap 16. I thought we saw that. DSP. Oh, that's DSPF. DSP. Oh, bugger! Look at that. There's a bug in the library. Oh, interesting. So DSP BLK eSwap 16 is actually DSPF. Unless I'm misunderstanding this, let's just look for this one. Does that exist anywhere else? So let's go back into TI C6SDK, and I'm gonna look for that everywhere. Aha, there we go. So it looks like you got a bug in the library, and that is literally it's a pain in the neck. How the hell did they compile this when? Why? Anyway, so it looks like it's looking for the damn thing. DSPF. There is no DSP there. So it's DSPF. Okay, so who's referencing that? Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the guy. Include DSPF. Right, that's the fix. So the bug is in DSP FBLKs, well, whatever. This is the file. This is the buggy one. And yeah, let's just recompile again. take that down, take that down, then compile again. Another error. Gosh, this is really buggy, but that's fine. Fatal error, cannot open source file. We're still on the same problem. Yeah, DSPF. Let's just verify that. cd dsplib, cd packages, and then I should be able to query that. File not found. Okay, another one. Yeah, so the directory is there. dir dspf blk dspf blk eswap 32. Yeah, that file is there, definitely. Yeah, anyway, so that's fine. I just changed the name into DSPF. Just gonna save it, close it, try again. Another error. So this is the file that's referencing it. How many files referencing the same thing? You know what, I think, I'm really starting to think I should really copy that into DSP thing, whatever, rather than, you know, screwing up the code, the whole code. Let's just copy the damn thing into DSPF. So let's just go into there first. So DSP BLK eswap 64. Let's go back into this level. DSPF BLK eswap 64. Actually, no. Hold on. So we've done the 32. Done this. Let's just keep fixing the code anyway. DSPF save recompile. So I've done 16, 32, 64. Yeah, it's working. Perfect. There we go. Wait. Now, I hope you find that session useful. I actually did this on the fly, you know, whilst I'm talking to you now. I didn't do this before. It's not rehearsed. And but you can see where things have gone wrong. Obviously, someone decided in their glory to add the code. Probably on their PCs they have reference, they created a DSP underscore whatever instead of DSPF underscore something. And that directory not included. But now you can see now we have the access to DSP lib, and it's now being compiled. So that definition, just to debug stuff, we removed. So now we're back into the main code. Now we can include the DSP lib nicely in here. So just wanted to touch on that. So if I compile this one again, it compiles nicely. But if I compile this one also, if I open up this project, the previous one, and go into my main.c and compile, let's just do test 1, so we know the difference between this main C and this main C, and then I compile this one. Yeah, exactly. Now you know, by looking at the two different projects, they both are exactly the same code. Well, the only difference is that I have test 1 and on this one I have a test. So this is test, this is called a test 2, right? This one will not deploy or compile. The reason, because you selected the wrong CPU. The CPU selected is not understood by the architecture or the Arch stuff. So without further ado, just close this one down. Closing project, get rid of it. Now we're developing the one and only, the right project. So now closing the stuff that we don't want. And now we just focus on this one. So now we have access to DSPlib. So if I wanted to maybe have a go at testing some stuff, obviously if you wanted to download stuff from the internet and do examples and all that kind of stuff, you can do that. But now we can now include DSPlib, and I don't know what functions are available in DSPlib. So let's just have a look at this. Packages, nope. Let's look into this from an Explorer perspective. Come on, good. So if I go into Ink, open up this guy in here. Oh, please don't load up. No, Notepad, that's fine, thank you, you're good. Yeah, so now we have this DSPlib interface that we can have a look at and then understand what's going on. So all these includes are now working. All that stuff means it's actually working fine, and we can develop some stuff on the DSPlib. So let's just, I don't know, let's have a look at something. Let's do something in there, whatever that is. So DSPF source. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, before I look into the source, there's a version.h file, and if I let's see if I can echo one of those. So yeah, we got someone defined this somewhere, right? So if I try to kind of print that out and see printf DSPlib var major, let's see if that works. Somewhere on it. This is not going to run on the CPU. Oh, looking at the other screen, it looks like we have Linux open and loaded. So this is probably not gonna work until I reboot without the SD card inserted. This time I'm not debugging, I'm actually running it. It's already going to choke somewhere. But anyway, you can see now it's compiled. That means whatever checks we did is being accepted and the references are working. So it's there. It's definitely working now. But would it run? I doubt it. Yeah. Exactly what I thought. Oh no, hold on. It didn't like it. You can see that there. TI-DSPlib version. Let's just cancel that. Yeah, sorry. That's because oh, what am I looking at? This one. Yeah. So I had to answer that call. Anyway, that's fine. Now, that is because we don't have, let's just look into this. So go back into the other perspective. Go back to the editor. That's because this version.h has not been referenced. So that's my bad. I am really not happy about this. So let's just go back into this one. So this is TI. So just to explain what's going on, so this is TI DSPlib / version.h. Yeah, so now we reference that, and this should print something. Yeah, build finish, nicely. Thank you very much. But again, I doubt it will run. Mainly because the Linux on the Sati processor is up and running. So whether or not it's gonna chuck it, you know, allow it to access that memory block to deploy, it's not gonna happen. I don't think it will. Until I restart. All these new references being added now. So I think I probably should pause the video maybe. Turn that down. Okay. I'm just this time going to compile all. Build all. And that makes more sense. Build finish. Let's debug it instead. And that will use resume that way. I think it makes probably it's actually running, but because it's production or release, it will not display anything. So with debugging, I should see that thing waiting for me on the int main function. Because I didn't see any output, it should be in the console. And I have a feeling that printf is not giving, yeah, there we go, so we've got something coming up. Wonderful, look at that. So printf Heider's testing, so that's there. So now it's actually, we are connected, we are literally in the heart of the DSP. So yeah, so if I don't debug this, I'm going to resume it just to run the whole thing up, finish it off. And I should see there. Heider's test 123, 123 this, libmajor version 3. Right, so the libraries are actually working. We are accessing it nicely. Let's go back into the code. So the version bit works. We know it does. Take that exit off. Not interested in that. Yeah. So now version works. Take it off. Restore my thingy. Take that one off too. Now let's see if we can access a function. I just for the hell of it wanted to see on the DSP lib source. No, yeah, I think that's fine. Let's pick this one up, for example. I just want to see something interesting. I'm fine, to be honest with you. Let's conclude it now. I think we did compile the DSPF lib, and let's see if that works. Out of interest. Run this one. I just picked up any C file from the library and just run it. See what's going to happen. Bit crazy, but yeah, see what's up. And as you can see now, it's back into that building cycle because I think probably it's going to do this for every single directory on the system. But to be honest, I'm happy to end the video here to conclude it. It's definitely doing something, and one of the edge files we tested returns back the version, which is correct. The other bit, I've seen no errors so far, so that indicates a good sign. I think I will come back to you later on another video when I've managed to do something on the DSP at some point, and I've got tons of stuff to do there. you know, pretty much a lot of plans. DSP, the mathlib, the, you know, God knows what. But very nice. And it's back to my testing. It's just not running the other library, or might have done. Carry on. Exit, yeah, that's fine, done. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, it did work. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so that's the exit code. It did work, but nothing, as you can see, displaying in here whatsoever, because there's no printf and no outputs and nothing. So just to confirm, this actually did work. Yeah, so now I included the whole thing. I yet need to read the documentation on what DSP functions are there, so I can at least build something nicely and show you later on. But I mean, to be honest, looking at all that stuff, it's nicely integrated, and I hope you find that video useful if you are developing something similar. So thank you very much for watching, and wishing you the best. Have a nice day. Thank you.